Son of a whore and a Scotsman, dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean by providence impoverished and squalor. Grow up to be a hero and a scholar. The $10 founding father without a father, got a lot farther by working a lot harder, by being a lot smarter, by being a self-starter. By 14, they placed him in charge of a trading charter.
And every day while slaves were being slaughtered and carted away across the waves, he struggled and kept his guard up. Inside he was longing for something to be a part of. The brother was ready to beg, steal, borrow, or barter.
Then a hurricane came and devastation reigned. Our man saw his future dripping down the drain. But I held him to his temple, connected it to his brain, and wrote his first refrain, a testament to his pain.
While the word got around, they said this kid is insane, man. Took up a collection just to send him to the mainland. Get your education, don't forget from whence you came, and the world's gonna know your name. What's your name, man?
Alexander Hamilton. Alexander Hamilton. There's a million things I haven't done. Just you wait, just you wait.
When he was 10, his father's picture full of it. Dead to bed 2 years later, see Alex and his mother bedridden, half dead, sitting in their room, sick, the septic. And Alex got better, but his mother went quick.
Moving with the cousin committed suicide. Left him with nothing but ruined prize. Up the new inside, a voice saying, Alex, you gotta fend for yourself. He started retreating and reading every dream that's on the shelf. There would've been nothing left to do for someone less astute. He would've been dead, destitute, without a sense of restitution. Started working, checking for his late mother's landlord, trading sugar cane and rolling all the things he can't afford. Heading for every book he can get his hands on. Heading for the future, see him now as he stands on the bow of the ship. Heading for a new man in New York. You can't be a new man. New York, 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 just you
I'm getting nervous.
Sir, I heard your name in Princeton. I was seeking an accelerated course of study. When I got sort of out of sorts with a buddy of yours, I may have punched him. It's a blur. Sir, he handles the financials.
You punched the bursar.
Yes, I wanted to do what you did, graduate and choose and join the revolution. He looked at me like I was stupid. I'm not stupid. So how'd you do it? How'd you graduate so fast?
It was my parents' dying wish before they passed.
You're an orphan, of course. I'm an orphan. God, I wish there was a war, and then we could prove that we're worth more than anyone bargained for.
Can I buy you
trick.
Be nice.
While we're talking, let me offer you some free advice. Talk less. Smile more. Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for.
You can't be serious.
You wanna get ahead. Fools who run their mouths off wind up dead.
Hey, yeah, one time is it showtime?
Like I said.
Showtime, I'm John Rollins in the place to be. And 2 pints is Atlanta, but I'm working on 3. Those red coats don't corner with me, cause I will pack all black this time till I'm free.
Oui, mon ami, je m'appelle Lafayette, the Lancelot of the revolutionary set. I came from afar just to say bonsoir to the king, cause it's what he's the best.
Blah, blah. I am Hercules Mulligan, up in it, loving it. Yes, I heard your mother say, come again. I know your daughters and horses. Of course, it's hard to have intercourse over 4 sets of corsets.
Oh, no more sex for me and other proofs. I'm just ready to come to more to your revolution. Well, if it ain't a prodigy or Princeton College,
Aaron Burr.
give us some verse, drop some knowledge.
Good luck with that, you taking a stand. You spit, I'm a sick. We'll see where we land.
Revolution imminent, what do you start? If you stand for nothing, Burr, what'll you fall for?
Who are you? They just get what you gonna do.
How you come from away my shot? How you come from away my shot? Hey, I'm just like the country, I'm young, scrappy, and hungry. I'm not from away my shot. I'm gonna get a scholarship to King's College. I probably should drag, I'm amazed and astonished. The problem is I got a lot of brains with no polish. I gotta holler just to be heard with every word. I drop knowledge, I'm a diamond in the rough. A shining piece of coal, trying to reach my goal. Power of speech, I'm impeachable. Only 19, I'm a mind is older. These New York City streets get colder. I shoulder every burden, every disadvantage. I run to manage, I don't have enough to brandish. I walk these streets famished. The plan is to bend this spark into a flame. But damn, it's getting lost when I can spell out the name. I am the mentally a colony that runs independently. Meanwhile, Britain keeps shitting on us endlessly. Essentially, they tax us relentlessly. And King George turns around, runs a spending spree. He ain't never gonna set his descendants free. So there will be a revolution in this century. And to me,
He says in parentheses.
but don't be shocked when your history book mentions me. I will lay down my life if it sets us free. Eventually, you'll see my ascendancy. And I am not going away my shot. I'm not going away my shot. Just like my country, I'm young, scrappy, and hungry. And I'm not going away my shot.
I am not going away my shot. I am not going away my shot. They know I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not going away my shot.
It's time to take a shot.
I dream of life without a monarchy. The unrest in France will lead to anarchy. Anarchy, how you say? Anarchy. When I fight to make the other side panicky with my shot.
Yo, I'm a tailor's apprentice, and I got sharp knuckleheads and local parentis. I'm trying to rebellion, so no looks my chance to socially advance instead of sewing some pants.
Shot. But we'll never be truly free until those in bondage have the same rights as you and me. You and I do or die. Wait till I sally in on the stallion with the 1st Black Battalion. I'm not shot.
Geniuses, lower your voices. You keep out of trouble and you double your choices. I'm with you, but the situation is fraught. You've got to be carefully taught. If you talk, you're gonna get shot.
Bird, check what we Mr. Lafayette, hard rock like Lancelot. I think your pants look hot. Lawrence, I do a lot. What's at your clock? Hanging in the kettle, fall in the pot. What are the odds that God would put us all on one spot? I'm just one conventional wisdom, like it or not. The bunch of revolutionary ammunition, abolition is. Give me a position, show me where the ammunition is. Or am I talking too loud? Sometimes I get overexcited, shoot off at the mouth. I never had a group of friends before. I promise that I'll make y'all proud. Let's get this guy in front of a crowd.
I am not going away my shot. I am not going away my shot. They know I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not going away my shot. I am not going away my shot. I am not going away my shot. They know I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not going away my shot. Everybody sing up! Oh, oh, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa.
up. When you're living on your knees, you rise up. Tell your brother that he's gotta rise up. Tell your sister that she's gotta rise up. When are these colonies gonna rise up? 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 Rise up. I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory. When's it gonna get me? In my sleep, 7 feet ahead of me. If I see it coming, do I run or do I let it be? Is it like a beat without a melody? See, I never thought I'd live past 20. Where I come from, some get half as many. Ask anybody how we living fast, and we laugh, reach for a flash. We have to make this moment last. That's plenty. Scratch that. This is not a moment, it's the movement. Wherever hungry as brothers with something to prove. When foes oppose us, we take an honest stand. We roll like Moses, claiming our promised land. Man, if we win our independence, is that a guarantee of freedom for our descendants? The blood we shed begin an endless cycle of vengeance and death with no defendants. I know the action in the street is exciting, but Jesus, between all the bleeding and fighting, I've been reading and writing. We need to handle our financial situation. Are we a nation of states? What's the state of our nation? A past patiently waiting, a passion and smashing every expectation, every action is application. I'm laughing at the ways that cash days of sorrow. The first time they can pass tomorrow. I cannot throw away my shot. I cannot throw away my shot. I'm just like a country that looks happy and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. We gon' rise up, time to take a shot. We gon' rise up, time to take a shot. We gon' rise up, time to take a shot. Rise up, time to take a shot. Rise up, time to take a shot. Rise up, take a shot. Throwing away my shot.
One last round, Jesse.
I may not live to see our glory,
I may not live to see our glory,
but I will gladly join the fight.
but I will gladly join the fight.
And when our children tell our story,
And when our children tell our story,
they'll tell the story of tonight.
let's have another round tonight.
Let's have another round tonight.
Let's have another round tonight.
Raise a glass to freedom, something they can never take away, no matter what they tell you. Raise a glass to the 4 of us.
Tomorrow there'll be more of us telling the story of tonight.
Story of tonight.
Raise a glass to freedom, something they can never take away.
No matter what they tell you,
Let's have another round tonight. Raise a glass to the 4 of us.
tomorrow there'll be more of us telling the story of tonight.
Let's have another round tonight.
They'll tell the story of tonight.
Raise a glass to freedom.
They'll tell the story of tonight. They'll tell the story of tonight. Story of tonight.
There's nothing like summer in the city. Someone in a rush, and someone looking pretty. Excuse me, miss, I know it's not funny, but your perfume smells like your daddy's got money. Like you're slumming in the city in your fancy heels. You're searching for an urchin who can give you ideals.
Bird, you disgust me.
Awesome, you disgust me. I'm a trust fund, baby, you can trust me.
I'm reading common sense, but I'm Spain. Some men say that I'm intense or I'm insane. You want a revolution, I want a revelation. So listen to my declaration. Behold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. And when any time is represented, I will compel them to include women in the sequel. Look around, how lucky we are to be alive right now. Look around, how lucky we are to be alive right now. History is happening in that mountain. We just happen to be in the greatest city in the world. In the greatest city in the world. Look around and look around, baby. So let's get it out and live it in the world. All these truths to be self-evident, and all that are created equal. Look around, how lucky we are to be alive right now. History is happening in that mountain. We just happen to be in the greatest city in the world. The greatest city in the world. Shall I hide? Money is high. The sky is sisters.
My name is Samuel Seabury, and I present free thoughts on the proceedings of the Continental Congress. Heed not the rabble who scream revolution. They have not your interests at all.
Oh my God, tear this dude apart.
Chaos and bloodshed are not a solution. Don't let them lead you astray. This Congress does not speak for me.
Let it be.
They're playing a dangerous game. I pray the king shows you his mercy. For shame, for shame.
Yeah, he not be all unravel at the sound of screams, but the revolution is coming. To have not to go with this plan. I'll to listen to you with a straight face. Chaos and bloodshed already lost. Honestly, you shouldn't even talk.
Let them lead you astray.
The
Congress does not speak for
my
me.
dog speaks more eloquently
They're
than
playing a dangerous game.
your mange
I pray the king shows you his mercy.
Is he in Jersey?
For the revolution, for shame.
If you repeat yourself again, I'm gonna scream. Honestly, look at me, please don't breathe.
Not your interest.
Don't modulate the key to not debate with me. Why should a tiny island across the sea regulate the price of tea? Alexander, please, where I'd rather be divisive than indecisive. Drop the niceties. Silence!
Say, the price of my love is not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea which you heard in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back, soon you'll see. You'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love.
You say our love is draining and you can't go on. You'll be the one complaining when I am gone. And no, don't change the subject, 'cause you're my favorite subject, my sweet submissive subject, my royal subject, forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You'll be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war for your love, for your praise. And I'll love you till my dying days. When you're gone, I'll go mad. So don't throw away this thing we had. 'Cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 yada da 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 everybody.
As a kid in the Caribbean, I wished for a war. I knew that I was poor, I knew it was the only way to rise up. If they tell my story, I am either gonna die on the battlefield in glory or rise up. We will fight for this land, but there's only one man who can give us a command so we can rise up. Understand it's the only way to rise up, rise up. Here he comes the Jennifer. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the Jennifer. The moment you've been waiting for. Here comes the Jennifer. The pride of Mount Vernon. Here comes the Jennifer. To us, we are outgunned, outmanned, outnumbered, outplanned. We gotta make it all outstand. Hey yo, I'm gonna need a right hand man. Can I be real a second? Just a millisecond. Let down my guard and tell the people how I feel a second. Now I'm the model of a modern major general, the venerated Virginian veteran who spent a whole lot enough to put me up on a pedestal, writing letters to relatives and embellishing my elegance and eloquence. But the element is in the room, the truth is in your face when you hear the British cannons go boom. Any hope of success is fleeting. How can I keep leading when the people I'm leading keep retreating? We put a stop to the bleeding as the British take ruling. Night takes root, but look, we are outgunned, outmanned, outnumbered, outplanned. We gotta make it all outstand. And yo, I'm gonna need a right hand man. Incoming! The battery down the battery, check the damages. We gotta stop them and rob them of their advantages. Let's take a stand with the stamina, guys. Hamilton midnight, Manhattan in the distance. I cannot be everywhere at once. People, I'm in dire need of assistance.
Your Excellency, sir. Who are you? Aaron Burke. Sir, permission to state my case.
As you were.
Sir, I was a captain under General Montgomery until he caught a bullet in the neck in Quebec. Well, in summary, I think that I can be of some assistance. I admire how you keep firing on the British from a distance. I have some questions, a couple of suggestions on how to fight instead of fleeing west.
Yes.
Well,
Your Excellency, you wanted to see me?
Hamilton, come in. Have you met Burke?
Yes, sir. We keep meeting.
as I was saying, sir, I look forward to seeing your strategy play out.
Burke,
Sir.
close the door on your way out.
Have I done something wrong, sir?
On the contrary, I called you here because our odds are beyond scary. Your reputation precedes you, but I have to laugh.
Sir?
Hamilton, how come no one can get you on their staff?
Sir.
Don't get me wrong, you're a young man of great renown. I know you stole British cannons when we were still downtown. Nathaniel Greene and Henry Knox wanted to hire
Yeah,
you.
to be their secretary. I don't think so.
Why are you upset?
I'm not.
It's all right. You want to fight. You got a hunger. I was just like you when I was younger. Head full of fantasies of dying like a martyr.
Yes.
Dying is easy. Young man living is harder.
Why are you telling me this?
I'm being honest. I'm working with a third of what our Congress has promised. We are a powder keg about to explode. I need someone like you to lighten the load. So,
I am not throwing away my shot.
son, be a
I need all the help you can get. I have some friends, Lawrence, Mulligan, Rocky, Lafayette, okay, what else? Outnumbered, outplanned. Spies on the insides and things, then we might let some things slide. Congress and tell them we need supplies. You rally the guys, master the element of surprise. Rise above my station, organize your information till we rise to the occasion of our new nation. Rise up, rise up, rise up.
and his right-hand man.
How does the bastard, orphan, son of a whore, go on and on, grow into more of a phenomenon? Watch this obnoxious, arrogant, loud-mouthed father be seated at the right hand of the father. Washington hires Hamilton right on sight, but Hamilton still wants to fight, not right. Now Hamilton's skill with a quill is undeniable, but what do we have in common? We're reliable with the ladies. There are so many to devour. Ladies, loves proximity to power. Ladies, they delighted in distracting them on the Washington named her feral tomcat after him.
That's true.
1780, winter's fall, and the Schuyler sisters are the envy of all. Yo, if you could marry a sister, your rich son.
Is it a question of if, Bert, or which one?
My heart went boom. Trying to get your eye on the side of the road. Everybody's dancing and the band's hot cold. Right to the rhythm as we whine and dine. Like my sister and whisper, yo, this one's mine. My sister made her way across the room to you, and I'm the nervous thinking what she gonna do. She grabs me by the arm and thinking I'm through. But like a kid, suddenly I'm helpless. Oh, look at those eyes.
then by all means lead the way.
Elizabeth Schuyler, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Scott,
My sister. Thank you for all your service.
if it takes fighting a war for us to meet, it will have been worth it.
I'll leave you to it. One week later, writing a letter night to me. Now my life gets better every letter that you write me. Laughing at my sister, cause she wants to form my hair up. I'm just saying, if you really love me, you would share. 2 weeks later, I'm living through stressing. My father's stone faced while you're asking for his blessing. I'm dying inside as you whine and dine. And I'm trying not to cry, cause there's nothing that your mind can't do. My father makes his way across the room to you. I panic for a second, get me through. But then he shakes the hand and says, be true. And you turn back to me, smiling and
I don't have a dollar to my name, an acre of land, a troop to command, a dollop of fame. All I have's my honor, a tolerance for pain, a couple of college credits and my top-notch brain. Insane, the family brings out a different side of me. Peggy confided to me, Angelica tried to take a bite of me. No stress, my love for you has never been doubt. We'll get a little place in Harlem and we'll figure it out. I've been living without a family since I was a child. My father left, my mother died. I grew up wild, but I'll never forget my mother's face that was real. As long as I'm alive, Eliza, swear to God, you never feel that. Eliza, I never felt so Eliza's in there.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean. Forget yourself.
You're like me, I'm never satisfied.
Is that right?
I've never been satisfied.
My name is Angelica Schuyler.
Alexander Hamilton.
Where's your family from?
Unimportant, there's a million things I haven't done. Just you, just you.
So this is what it feels like to match wits with someone that you love over
ideal war for us to meet, it will have been worth it.
I'll leave you to it.
Number 3.
I know my sister like I know my own mind. You will never find anyone as trusting or as kind. If I tell her that I love him, she'd be silently resigned. He'd be mine. She would say I'm fine. She'd be lying. When I fantasize at night, it's Alexander's eyes as I romanticize what might have been if I hadn't sized him up so quickly. At least, my dear, in eyes as his wife. At least I keep his eyes in my life. To the groove, the bride, always by your side. To your union, and the company you she'll be happy as his bride. He will never be satisfied. I will never be satisfied.
I may not live to see our glory.
I may not live to see our
I've
glory.
seen wonders great and small.
I've seen the wonders great and small.
If the Tom can't get married,
If Alexander can't get married,
there's hope for all rest after all.
raise a glass to Rita. Something you will never see again, no matter what she tells you. Let's have another round tonight.
Last of the war of us.
Oh, literally not four of us. We'll tell the story of tonight. Let's have another round.
Well, if it isn't Aaron Burr,
Sure.
I didn't think that you would make it.
To be sure. Well, I came to say congratulations for the verse, Bird. I see the whole gang is here. You are the worst, Bird.
Oh, then congrats to you, Lieutenant Colonel. I wish I had your command instead of man in George's journal.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Now be sensible. From what I hear, you made yourself indispensable. Well, I heard you're not a special someone on this side.
Is that so?
What are you trying to hide? I should go.
No, these guys should go. Leave us alone. It's all right. Burr, I wish you brought this girl with you tonight.
You're very kind, but I'm afraid it's unlawful, sir.
What do you mean?
She's married. They say she's married to a British officer.
Oh, shit.
Alexander, smile. See you on the other side of the wall.
I will never understand you. If you love this woman, go get her. What are you waiting for?
I'll see you on the other side of the wall.
I'll see you on the other side of the war.
She writes me a letter every day. I'm keeping her bed warm while her husband is away. He's on the British side of Georgia. He's trying to keep the colonies in line. Well, he can keep all of Georgia. He knows that she's mine. Love doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saved. It takes and it takes and it takes. You keep loving anyway. We laugh and cry and wait and make up mistakes. And if there's a reason, I'm by his side. So many have tried, and I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. My grandfather was a fire and brimstone judge. But there are things that the homilies and hymns won't teach you. My mother was a genius. My father commanded respect. legacy to protect. Death doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes, you can keep living anyway. Rise and fall, break and make a mistake. Say there's a reason I'm still alive. Everyone loves me to die. I'm running away for it. I'm running away for it. Hamilton doesn't hesitate. He exhibits no restraint. Takes and he takes and he takes and he keeps winning anyway. Changes the game, plays and he raises the stakes. And if there's a reason he seems to thrive, and so you survive, you bumped him and I'm waiting for it. I'm running away from it. Life doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes.
I have taken over writing all his correspondence. Congress writes, George, attack the British forces. Autocratic, we have resorted to eating our horses. Local merchants deny us equipment, assistance. They only take British money to sing a song of sixpence.
Cavalry's not coming.
But sir,
Alex, listen. There's only one way for us to win this. Provoke outrage. Outright.
that's right.
Don't engage. Strike by night. Remain relentless till their troops take flight.
Make it impossible to justify the cost of the fight.
Outrun. Outlast. Hit 'em quick, get out fast. Stay alive till this hunger show is past. We're gonna fly a lot of flags half-mast.
Raise a glass.
I go back to New York in my apprenticeship.
I asked for French aid. I pray that France has sent a ship.
Stay at work with Hamilton. We write essays against slavery, and every day's a test of our camaraderie and bravery.
We cut supply lines, we steal contraband. We pick and choose our battles and places to take a stand. And every day, sir, entrust me with the command. And every day,
No.
he dismisses me out of hand. Instead of me, he promotes
Charles Lee!
He's in second in command.
I'm the general!
It's not a choice I would have gone with.
He's just the man at the back of the monument.
Everyone attack! Retreat! Attack! Retreat! What are you doing? Lee? Get back on your feet! There's so many of them! Sorry, is this not your speed? Hamilton, ready, set, have Lafayette, take the lead!
1,000 soldiers die in 100-degree heat
As we snatch a stalemate from the jaws of defeat.
Charles Lee was left behind without a pot to piss in. He started saying this to anybody who would listen.
Washington cannot be left alone in his devices. Indecisive from crisis to crisis. The best thing he can do for the revolution is turn and go back to planting tobacco in Mount Vernon. Don't do a thing. History will prove him wrong. We have a war to fight. Let's move along.
Strong words from Lee, someone ought to hold him to it.
I can't disobey direct orders.
Then I'll do it. Alexander, you're the closest friend I've got.
Lawrence, do not throw away your shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a 10 dual commandments.
for further action. If they don't, grab a friend, that's your second.
Your lieutenant, when there's reckoning to be reckoned.
Number 3, have your seconds, meet face to face and negotiate a peace.
Or negotiate a time and place.
This is commonplace, especially between groups. Most disputes die and no one shoots. Number 4, they don't preach a peace, that's alright. Time to get some pistols and a doctor on site.
You pay him in advance, you treat him with civility.
You have him turn around so he can have deniability. 5, cool before the sun is in the sky.
And no place to die where it's high and dry. Number 6, leave a note for your next to kin. Tell him where you've been. Pray that hell or heaven lets you in.
7, investor is ready for the moment of adrenaline. When you finally face your opponent. Number 8, your last chance to negotiate. Send in your second, see if they can set the record straight. Alexander,
Eric Berg, sir.
can we agree that duels are dumb and immature?
Sure, but your man has to answer for his words, Bert.
With his life, we both know that's absurd, sir.
Hang on, how many men died because Lee was inexperienced and ruinous?
Okay, so we're doing this.
In the eye, in Ohio, summon all the courage you require. Then count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 10, face fire!
Lee, do you yield?
You shot him in the side, yes, he healed. I'm satisfied. Now we gotta clear the field.
Go, V1.
This should be fun.
What is the meaning of this? Mr. Berg, get a medic for the general.
Yes, sir.
Reeve, you will never agree with me, but believe me, these young men don't speak for me. Thank you for your service.
That's right.
Hamilton, sir, meet me inside.
Meet him inside. Meet him inside. Meet him inside. Meet him inside.
This war is hard enough without infighting. We called you out, we called us. You solve nothing, you aggravate our allies. Do the South. Absolutely right. John should have shot him in the mouth, that would have shut him up. Son, I'm not your son. Watch your tone. I am not a maiden in need of defense. I am wrong. Miss Conway, these men take your name and they rake it through the mud. My name's been through a lot. I can take. I don't have your name. I don't have the titles. I don't have your land. What if no? You gave me command of a battalion, a group of men to lead. I could fly above my station after the war. You could die, and we need you alive. I am more than willing to die. Your wife needs you alive. Son, I need you alive. Son, one more time. Go home, Alexander. That's an order from your commander. Go home. Eliza, you should have told me.
I wrote to the general a month ago, begged him to send you home.
You should have told me.
I'm not sorry. You wouldn't fight until the war was won, but you deserve a chance to meet your son. Look around, and I'm lucky we ought to be alive right now.
Would you relish being a poor man's wife, unable to provide for your life?
I relish being your wife. Look around, look at where you are. Look at where you started. The fact that you're alive is a miracle. Just stay alive, that would be enough. And if this child, she's a fraction of your smile. peace of mind. If you would let me inside your heart, oh, let me be a part of the narrative, the story they will write someday. Let this moment be the first chapter. You decide to stay.
How does a ragtag volunteer army in need of a shower somehow defeat a global superpower? How do we emerge victorious from the quagmire, leave the battlefield waving Betsy Ross's flag higher? Yo, turns out we have a secret weapon, an immigrant you know enough who's unafraid to step in. He's constantly confusing, confounding the British henchmen. Everyone give it up for America's favorite fucking Frenchman! And so they're barren shits.
We rendezvous with Rochambeau, consolidate their gifts.
We can end this war in Yorktown, cut them off at sea, but for this to succeed, there is someone else we need.
I know.
Somebody knows what to do in the trench, you know what they're doing in the French, I mean. So you're gonna have to use it eventually. What's he gonna do in the French, I mean? But what has everything in so much is my practical tactical opinion. You want to fight for your man back?
I need my right hand man back.
Yes, get your right hand man back. You know you gotta get your right hand man back. I mean, you gotta put them down to the letter for the son of the better to get your right hand back, right?
Alexander Hamilton, troops are waiting in the field for you. If you join us right now, together we can turn the tide. Oh, Alexander Hamilton, I have soldiers that can yield for you. If we manage to get this right, they'll surrender by early light. The world will never be the same. Alexander. I was younger than you are now when I was given my first command. I led my men straight into a massacre. I witnessed their deaths firsthand. I made every mistake and felt the shame rising. And even now I lie awake, knowing history has its eyes. History has its eyes on Let me tell you what I wish I'd known when I was young and dreamed of glory. You have no control. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story. I know that we can win. I know that greatness lies in you. But remember from here on in, history has its eyes on you. History has its eyes on you.
The Battle of Yorktown, 1781.
Monsieur Hamilton,
Monsieur Lafayette,
in command where you belong.
you say no sweat. We're finally on the field. We got quite a run. is expecting me. Not only that, my Elias is expecting me. We gotta go, gotta get the job done, gotta start a new nation, gotta meet my son. Take a full potential gun, full potential gun. Move undercover and we move as one. Through the night we have one shot to live another day. We can nail that stray gunshot. Give us a way, we will find our close. Seize the moment and stay in it. It's either that or meet the business end of a bayonet. All the words, Rochambeau, DD, Rochambeau. Back and forth now, go man, go. So the American experiment begins. With my friends all scattered to the wind. Lawrence is in South Carolina. We define a bravery. We'll never be free until we end slavery. When we finally drive the British away, my head is their way. The Chesapeake Bay. How did we know that this plan would work? We had a spy on the inside. That's why.
Spies on the British government. I take the measurements, information, and then I struggle. So my brother, revolutionary company, I'm out of the something of the sea, and I am government. See, that's what happens when you go against the ruffians. We in this shit now, somebody's gotta shovel it. Hercules Mulligan, I didn't know what you done, when you knock me down, I get the fuck back up again.
Fighting, a young man in a red coat stands on a parapet.
We lower our guns as he frantically waves their white handkerchief.
And just like that it's over, we tend to our wounded, we count our dead. Black and white soldiers wonder alike if this really means freedom.
Not yet. We negotiate the terms of surrender. I see George Washington smile. We escort their men out of your town. We stagger home single file. Tens of thousands of people flood the streets. There are screams and church bells ringing. And as our fallen foes retreat, I hear the drinking song they're singing.
Price that they're willing to pay. Insane! You cheated with the French, now I'm fighting with France and with Spain. I'm so blue. I made an arrangement when you went away. You were mine and you subdue. Well, even despite our estrangement, I've got a small query for you. What comes next? You've been freed. Do you know how hard it is to lead? You're on your own. Awesome, wow. Do you have what happens now? Oceans rise, empires fall. It's much harder when it's all your call. All alone across the sea. When your people say they hate you, don't come crawling back to me. Da 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 da. You're on your own.
Theodosia, what to say to you? You have my eyes, you have your mother's name. When you came into the world, you cried, and it broke my heart. I am dedicating every day to you. Domestic life was never quite my style. When you smile, you knocked me out when I fall apart, and I thought I was so smart. You will come of age with our young nation. We'll read and fight for you. We'll make it right for you. If we lay a strong enough foundation, we'll pass it on to you. We'll give the word to you, and you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday, yeah, you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday.
Philip, when you smile, I am undone. My son, look at my son. Pride is not the word I'm looking for. There is so much more inside me now. Oh, Philip, you outshine the morning sun. My son, when you smile, I fall apart. So smart. My father wasn't around.
My father wasn't around.
I swear that I'll be around for you. I'll do whatever it takes.
I'll make a million mistakes. I'll make the world safe and sound for you. We'll raise your foundation.
We'll be it right for you. We'll make it right for you. If we lay a strong enough foundation, we'll pass it on to you. We'll give the world to you, and you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday, yeah, you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday.
I may not live to see our glory.
Alexander, there's a letter for you.
It's from John Lawrence, already late.
But I will gladly join the fight.
No, it's from his father.
His father.
And when our children tell our story,
Will you read it for me?
they'll tell the story of tonight.
On Tuesday, the 27th, my son was killed in a gunfight against British troops retreating from South Carolina. The war was already over. As you know, John dreamed of emancipating and recruiting 3,000 men for the first all-black military regiment. His dream of freedom for these men dies with him.
Tomorrow there'll be more of us.
Alexander, are you all right?
I have so much work to do.
After the war, I went back to New York.
After the war, I went back to New York.
I finished up my studies and I practiced law.
I practiced law. Bird worked next door.
Even though we started at the very same time, Alexander Hamilton began to climb. How to account for his rise to the top? Man, the man is non-stop.
Gentlemen of the jury, I'm curious, bear with me. Are you aware that we're making history? This is the first murder trial of our brand new nation, the liberty behind the liberation. I intend to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt with my assistant counsel.
Counsel Hamilton, sit down. My client Levy Weeks is innocent. Call your first witness. That was all you had to say.
Okay, one more thing.
Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room?
See that attitude, baby, you're why do you write like you're running out of time? Write day and night like you're running out of time. Every day you fight like you're running out of time. Keep on fighting in the meantime.
Corruption's such an old song that we can sing along in harmony. No river is stronger than an Albany.
proposes his own form of government. His own plan for a new form of government. Talks for 6 hours. The convention is listless.
Right, young man?
Yo, who the F is this? Why do you always say what you believe? Why do you always say what you believe? Every proclamation guaranteed free ammunition for your enemy. Why do you write like it's going outside? Right day and night like it's going outside. Every day you fight like it's going outside. Do what you do. Alexander.
Edinburgh, sir.
Well, it's the middle of the night.
Can we confirm, sir?
This a legal matter.
Yes, and it's important to me.
What do you need?
Burr, you're a better lawyer than me.
Okay.
I know I talk too much. I'm abrasive. You're incredible in court. You're succinct, persuasive. My client needs a strong defense. You're the solution.
Who's your client?
The new U.S. Constitution.
No.
Hear me out.
No way.
A series of essays anonymously published defending the document to the public.
No one will read it.
I disagree.
And if it fails?
Burr, that's why we need it.
The Constitution's a
So
mess.
it needs amendments.
It's full of contradictions.
So is independence. We have to start somewhere.
No way.
You're making a mistake.
Good night.
Hey, what are you waiting for? What do you stall for? We won the war. What was it all for? Do you support this Constitution?
Of course.
Then defend it.
And what if you're backing the wrong horse?
Burr, we studied and we fought and we killed for the notion of a nation we now get to build. For once in your life, take a stand with pride. I don't understand how you stand to the side.
I'll keep all my flags close to my chest.
Wait for it.
I'll wait here and see which way the wind will blow. I'm taking my time watching the aftermath of our nation, watching the tension grow.
I'm sailing off to London. I'm accompanied by someone who always pays. I have found a wealthy husband who will keep me in comfort for all my days. He's not a lot of fun, but there's no one who can match you for turn of phrase. My Alexander,
Angelica.
don't forget to ride. Where you are, look at where you started. The fact that you're alive is a miracle. To stay alive would be enough. And if your wife could share a fraction of your time, if I could grant you peace of mind, would it be enough?
Alexander joins forces with James Madison and John Jay to write a series of essays defending the new United States Constitution titled the Federalist Papers. The plan was to write a total of 25 essays that were divided evenly among the 3 men. In the end, they wrote 85 essays in the span of 6 months. John Jay got sick after writing 5. James Madison wrote 29. Hamilton wrote the other 51. How do you write like you're running out of time? Right day and night like you're running out of time. Every day you fight like you're running out of time. Like you're running out of time. Running out of time. How do you write like tomorrow won't arrive? How do you write like you needed to survive? How do you write every second you're alive? Every second you're alive. Every second you're alive.
They're asking me to lead. I'm doing the best I can to get the people that I need. I'm asking you to be my right hand man. I know it's a lot to ask.
Treasury or
To
State?
leave behind the world, you
Sir,
know.
do you want me to run the Treasury or State Department?
Treasury. Let's go.
Alexander,
I have to leave.
Alexander,
Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now.
how
They are
glad.
asking me to leave.
Look around, isn't this enough? You will never be satisfied. You will never be satisfied. Satisfied.
Just shoot me.
89. How does the bastard, orphan immigrant, decorated war vet, unite the colonies through more debt? Fight the other founding father, still he has to forfeit. Have it all, lose it all. You ready for more yet? Treasury Secretary, Washington's the president. Every American experiment sets a precedent. Not so fast, someone came along to resist it. Missed them all until we had a two-party system. You haven't met of it, you haven't had the chance. We're kicking ass as the ambassador to France. But someone's gotta keep the American promise. You simply must be honest, but the sun comes up and the world still spins. I held out my and grabbed the declaration, then I said I gotta go. I gotta be in Monticello. Now the work at home begins. So what did I miss? What did I miss? Virginia, my home sweet home. I'm gonna give you a kiss. I've been in Paris meeting lots of different ladies. I guess I basically missed the late 80s. I traveled the wide, wide world and came back to this. There's a letter on my desk from the president. Haven't even pulled my bag down yet. Sally, Bill, damn darling, won't you open it? This is the president's assembling the cabinet, and that I am to be the Secretary of State. Craving that I've already sent it approved. I just got home and now I'm headed up to New York. New York, New York. Looking at the rolling fields, I can't believe that we are free. Ready to face whatever's awaiting me in NYC. Who's waiting for me when I step in the place? My friend James Madison, dead in the face. He grabs my arm and now he's mine. What's going on?
Thomas, we're engaged in a battle for our nation's very soul. Tell us how the best remedy. Hamilton's new financial plan is nothing less than government control. I've been fighting for the South of London. Where have you been?
France.
We have to win.
Oh, what did I miss? What did I miss? Head first into a political abyss.
Into the abyss.
I have a first candy meet today. I guess I better think of something to say. I'm already on my way to the bottom of this.
Mr. Jefferson, welcome home.
Mr. Jefferson, I'm saying again to Mr. Jefferson, welcome home. Mr. Jefferson, welcome home.
So what did I miss?
Ladies and gentlemen, you could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with us in New York City. Are you ready for a the issue on the table? Secretary Hamilton's plan to assume state debt and establish a national bank. Secretary Jefferson, you have the floor, sir.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We fought for these ideals, we shouldn't settle for less. These are wise words, enterprising men quote 'em. Don't act surprised, you guys, cause I wrote 'em. Oh, but Hamilton forgets. His plan would have the government assume state's debts. Now place your bets as to who that benefits. The very seat of government where Hamilton sits.
Not true.
Oh, if the shoe fits, wear it. If New York's in debt, why should Virginia bear it? Our debts are paid, I'm afraid. Don't tax the South, cause we got it made in the shade. In Virginia, we plant seeds in the ground. We create. You just want to move our money around. This financial plan is an outrageous demand, and there's too many damn pages for any
Secretary Hamilton, your response.
Thomas, that was a real nice declaration. Welcome to the present, we're running a real nation. Would you like to join us?
The state mellow, do we whatever the hell it is you're doing, Monticello?
If we assume the debts the union gets a new line of credit, a financial diuretic, how do you not get it? If we're aggressive and competitive, the union gets a boost. You'd rather give it a sedative? A civics lesson from a slaver. Hey neighbor, you're dead to me because you don't pay for labor. You plenty on the side, we create and keep ranting. We know who's really doing the planting. Another thing, Mr. Age of Enlightenment, don't lecture me about the war. You didn't fight in it. You think I'm frightened of you, man? We almost died in the trench. Well, you were all getting high with the French. Thomas Jefferson always hesitant with the president. He's in a plan he hasn't jettisoned. Banishing you mad as a house. I'm taking medicine. Doing you with bullshit. That's the national debt. Sitting there useless is two shits. Hey, turn around, bend over. I'll show you where my shoe fits.
Madison, Jefferson, take a walk. Hamilton, take a walk. We'll reconvene after a brief recess. Hamilton, sir. A word.
You don't have the votes.
You don't have the votes. You're telling me congressional approval and you don't have the votes. Such a blunder sometimes, it makes me wonder why I even bring the thunder.
Why he even brings the thunder?
Pull yourself together.
I'm sorry, these Virginians are birds of a feather.
No, man, I'm from Virginia. So watch your mouth.
So we let Congress get held hostage by the South.
You need the
No,
votes.
we need bold strokes. We need this
No,
plan.
you need to convince more folks.
James Madison won't talk to me. That's a non-starter.
Winning was easy, young man. Governing's
They're
hard.
making transit.
You have to find a
But
compromise.
they don't have a plan. They just hate mine.
Convince them
And what
otherwise.
happens if I don't get congressional approval?
I imagine they'll call for your removal.
Sir?
Figure it out, Alexander. That's an order from your commander.
And the talk and sexes and glitters, so that we go good. The talk and sexes, so that we go, so that we go, so that we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
My dear Angelica, tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day. I trust you'll understand the reference to another Scottish tragedy without my having to name the play. They think me Macbeth. Ambition is my folly. I'm a polymath, a pain in the ass. X, K. Madison is Banquo. Jefferson's Macduff. And Burnham Wood is Congress on its way to Dunsany.
There you are, an ocean away. You have to live an ocean away. Lots of you subside, there get another letter.
I came up with an ocean away.
Take a break.
I'm on my way.
There's a little surprise before supper, and it cannot wait.
I'll be there in just a minute. See my place.
Alexander,
Okay.
your son is 9 years old today. He has something he'd like to say. He's been practicing all day. Philip, take it away.
Daddy, look. My name is Philip. I wrote this poem just to show it. Nah, just turned 9. You could write rhymes, but you can't write mine. I should play piano with my mother. I have a sister, but I want a little brother. One day he's gonna start America's bank. And the twerk on the
Eliza, I've got so much on my plate.
Oh, stay with my father. There's a day coming up. You can hear mommy cry. You and I can go when the night is done.
Try to get away.
With a comma after dearest, you've written
My dearest
Angelica. Anyway, all this to say, I'm coming home this summer at my sister's invitation. I'll be there with your family if you make your way of staying. I know you're very busy, I know your work's important, but I'm crossing the ocean and I just can't wait. You won't be an ocean away, you'll only be a moment away. Alexander, come downstairs, Angelica's arriving today. Angelica, Eliza,
the Schuyler sister.
Alexander, it's good to see your face. Angelica, tell this man John Adams spends the summer with his family.
Angelica, tell my wife John Adams doesn't have a real job anyway. I'm afraid I cannot join you upstairs.
Alexander, I came all this way. All this way, take a break.
You know I have to get my plan from Congress.
Run away with us for the summer, let's go upstate.
It's my job for you to get this plan from
You
Congress.
all stay with our father. There's a lake I know your face. My gosh, a sticky face. I can't go. Cry, take a break and get away. For the summer, let's go upstate. We can stay. Your time, I'll take your time. The rise and dream when the night gets dark. Take a break.
I have to get my plan from Congress. I can't stop till I get this plan from Congress.
There's nothing like summer in the city. Someone under stress meets someone looking pretty. There's trouble in the air, you can smell it. And Alexander's by himself. I'll let him tell it.
I hadn't slept in a week. I was weak, I was awake. You've never seen a bastard orphan more in need of a break. Longing for Angelica, missing my wife. That's when Miss Mariah Reynolds walked into my life. She said,
I know you are the man of honor. I'm so sorry to bother you at home, but I don't know where to go. And I can hear you all alone.
she said,
My husband's doing me wrong, beating me, cheating me, mistreating me. Suddenly he's up and gone. I don't have the means to go on.
so I offered her a loan. I offered to walk her home. She said,
You're too kind.
I gave her $30 that I had socked away. She lived a block away. She said,
This one's mine, sir.
then I said, well, I should head back home. She turned red. She led me to a bed, let her legs spread and said, hey. That's when I began to pray, Lord, show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this. But my God, she looks so helpless. Her body's saying helpless. I don't know how to say no to this. In my mind, I'm trying to go. And her mouth is all mine, and I don't say no. The last time, I said the last time, it became a pastime. A month into this endeavor, I received a letter from Mr. James Reynolds, even better. It said,
Dear sir, I hope this letter finds you in good health and in a prosperous enough position to put wealth in the pockets of people like me. Don't they love? You see, that was my wife who you decided to. You made the wrong sucker of a cuckold. So time to pay the piper for the pants you unbuckled. And you can keep seeing my poor wife if the price is right. If not, I'm telling your wife.
I hit the letter and I raced to a place, screamed, I'll put you in a place. She said,
No, sir.
just apologetic, a mess, pathetic, she cried.
say no to this. There is nowhere I can go.
So?
Nobody needs to know.
Ah, Mr. Secretary?
Mr. Bird, sir.
Hey, did you hear the news about good old General Mercer?
No.
You know Claremont Street?
Yeah.
They renamed it after him. The Mercer legacy is secure.
Sure.
All he had to do was die.
Yeah, that's a lot less work.
We ought to give it a try. How you gonna get your debt plan through?
I guess I'm gonna finally have to listen to you.
Really?
Talk less. Smart. Whatever it takes to get my plan on the Congress floor.
And Madison and Jefferson are merciless.
Well, hate the sin, love the sinner. I'm sorry, Burr, I gotta go. Oh, but decisions are happening over dinner.
Two Virginians and an immigrant walk into a room diametrically opposed foes. They emerge with a compromise, having opened doors that were previously closed. The immigrant emerges with unprecedented financial power, a system he can shape however he wants. The Virginians emerge with the nation's capital, and here's the pièce de résistance. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one really knows how the game is played, the art of the trade, how the sausage gets made. We just assume that it happens, but no one else is in the room where it happens.
Alexander was on Washington's doorstep one day in distress and disarray. Alexander said,
Nowhere else to turn.
and basically begged me to join the fray. I approached Madison and said, I know you hate him, but let's hear what he has to say. Well, I arranged the meeting. I arranged the menu, the venue, the seating.
But no one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one really knows how the parties get to yes. The pieces that are sacrificed in every game of chess. We just assume that it happens, but no one else is in the room where it happens. Meanwhile, Madison is grappling with the fact that not every issue can be settled by committee. Meanwhile, Congress is fighting over where to put the capital. It isn't pretty. Jefferson approaches with the dinner and invites, and Madison responds with Virginian insight.
Maybe we can solve one problem with another and win the victory for the Southerners. And otherwise, quid pro quo.
I suppose.
Wouldn't you like to work a little closer to home?
Actually, I would.
Well, I propose the Potomac.
And you'll provide him his vote.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
Let's go.
What else was in the room where it happened? The room where it happened. The room where it happened. No one else was in the room where it happened. The room where it happened. The room where it happened.
My God,
Ain't got to trust,
but we never really know what got us. Click, boom, made it happen. No one else is in the room where it happened.
Alexander Hamilton.
What did they say to you to get you to sell New York City down the river?
Alexander Hamilton.
In Washington, know about the dinner was the presidential pressure to deliver.
Alexander Hamilton.
Or did you know even then it doesn't matter when you told the U.S. Capitol?
Because we all have the banks. We're in the same spot.
You got more than you gave.
And I wanted what I got. When you got skin in the game, you stay in the game. You don't get a win unless you play in the game. Oh, you get love for it. You get hate for it. You get nothing if you wait for it, wait for it, wait. God help to give me. I want to build something that's gonna outlive me. What do you want, Bird? What do you want, Bird? You said
I wanna be in the room where it happens, room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room.
bring what they trade away.
Dream of a better star.
I'd be dreaming in the dark for the most part. Dark has a clue where it happened. I've got to be in the room. I've got to be. I've got to be. I've got to be. I gotta be in the room. Click, boom.
War hero Philip Schuyler loses Senate seat to young upstart Aaron Burr. Grandpa just lost his seat in the Senate.
Sometimes that's how it goes.
Well, Daddy's gonna find out in a minute.
I'm sure he already knows.
Further down, let's meet the new senator from New York.
New York, Senator.
Burr, since when are you a Democratic Republican?
Since being one put me on the up and up again.
No one knows who you are or what you do.
They don't need to know me, they don't like you.
Excuse me?
Wall Street thinks you're great. You'll always be adored by the things you create, but upstate,
Wait.
people think you're crooked. His galaxy was up for grabs, so I took it.
I've always considered you a friend.
I don't see why that has to
I
end.
changed parties to run against my father-in-law.
I changed parties to seize the opportunity I saw. I swear your pride will be the death of us all. Beware, the doors before the fall.
The issue on the table. France is on the verge of war with England. Now, do we commit money and aid to our French allies, or do we stay out of it? Remember, my decision on this matter is not subject to congressional approval. The only one you have to convince is me. Secretary Jefferson, you have the floor, sir.
When we were on death's door, when we were needy, we made a promise. We signed a treaty. We needed money and guns and half a chance. Who provided those funds?
France.
In return, they didn't ask for land. Only a promise that we'd lend a hand and stand with them if they fought against oppressors. And revolution is messy, but now is the time to stand. Stand with our brothers as they fight against tyranny. I know that Alexander Hamilton is here and he would rather not have this debate. I'll remind you that he is not Secretary of State. He knows nothing of loyalty. Smells like new money, dresses like fake royalty. Desperate to rise above his station, everything he does betrays the ideals of our nation. Hey, and if you don't know, now you know, Mr. President.
Thank you, Secretary Jefferson. Secretary Hamilton, your response. You must be out of your goddamn mind if you think the president is gonna bring the nation to the brink of meddling in the middle of a military mess, a game of chess where France is queen and kingless. We signed a treaty with the king whose head is now in a basket. Would you like to take it out and ask it? Or should we honor our treaty, King Louis's head? Do whatever you want, I'm super dead.
Mr. President,
Too fragile to start another fight.
sir, do we not fight for freedom?
Sure, when the French figure out who's gonna lead them,
The people are leading.
the people are rioting. There's a difference. Frankly, it's a little disquieting. You would let your ideals blind you to reality. Hamilton, sir, draft a statement of neutrality.
Did you forget Lafayette?
What?
Have you an ounce of regret? You accumulate debt, you accumulate power, yet in their hour of need you forget.
Lafayette's a smart man. He'll be fine. And before he was your friend, he was mine. If we try to fight in every revolution in the world, we never stop. Where do we draw the line?
So quick-witted.
Alas, I admit it.
I bet you were quite a lawyer.
My defendant's got acquitted.
Well, someone ought to remind you.
What?
You're nothing without Washington behind you.
Hamilton.
Daddy's calling.
It must be nice to have Washington on your side. It must be nice to have Washington on your side.
Every action has its equal opposite reaction. Thanks to Hamilton, our cabinet's fractured into factions. Try not to crack under the stress. We're breaking down like fractions. We smack each other in the press and we don't print retractions. I get no satisfaction witnessing his fits of passion. The way he prips and preens and dresses like the pits of fashion. Our poorest citizens are farmers, live ration to ration. As Wall Street robs them blind in search of chips to cash in. This prick is asking for someone to bring him to task. Somebody give me some dirt on his vacuous mask so we can at last unmask him. I'll pull the trigger on him, someone load the gun and cock it. While we were all watching, he got Washington in his pocket. It must be nice, it must be nice to have Washington on your side. It must be nice, it must be nice to have Washington on your side. Look back at the Bill of Rights,
Which I vote.
the ink hasn't dried. It must be nice, it must be nice to have Washington on your side.
So we doubled the size of the government, wasn't in trouble with much of our previous government size.
Look in his eyes, see how he lies.
12% of his enterprise.
Centralizing national credit and making American credit competitive.
If we don't stop it, we ain't gonna pay.
I have to resign.
Somebody has to stand up for the South.
But somebody has to stand up to his mouth. If there's a fire you're trying to douse, you can't put it out from inside the house. I'm in the cabinet, I am complicit in watching it grabbing the power and kissing it. Washington isn't gonna listen to discipline dissidents. This is the difference, this kid is out! Oh! It's immigrants in our life control. Oh! It's immigrants keeping us on our toes. Oh! And show these veterans who they're up against. Oh! Southern motherfucking Democratic Republicans. Oh! Now follow the money and see where it goes. Oh! It's every second the treasury grows. We follow the money and see where it leads. Getting on for the seeds of Hamilton's misdeeds. It must be nice. It must be nice.
Follow the money and see where it goes.
It must be nice. It must be nice. The emperor has no clothes. We won't be invisible. We won't be denied. Still, it must be nice. It must be nice to have Washington on your side.
Mr. President, you asked to see me. I know you're busy. What do you need, sir? Sir?
I want to give you a word of warning.
Sir, I don't know what you heard, but whatever it is, Jefferson started.
Thomas Jefferson resigned this morning. You're kidding. I need a favor.
Whatever you say, sir, Jefferson will pay for this behavior.
Talk less.
I'll use the press. I'll write under a pseudonym. You'll see what I can do to him.
I need you to draft an address.
Yes, he resigned. You can finally speak your mind.
No, he's stepping down so he can run for president.
Ha! Good luck defeating you, sir.
I'm stepping down. I'm not running for president.
I'm sorry, what?
One last time. Relax, have a drink with me. One last time. Let's take our break tonight, and then we'll teach them how to say goodbye. To say goodbye, you and I. To talk about neutrality.
Sir, with Britain and France on the verge of war, is this the best
I want to
time?
warn against partisan fighting. Pick up a pen, start writing. I want to talk about what I have learned, the hard-won wisdom I have earned.
As far as the people are concerned, you have to serve. You could continue to serve.
No, one last time. The people will hear from me. One last time. And if we get this right, we will teach them how to say goodbye. You and
Mr. President, you will say you're weak.
They will see we're strong.
Your position is so unique.
So I'll use it to move them along.
Why do you have to say goodbye?
If I say goodbye, the nation learns to move on. God gives me when I'm gone. Scripture says, everyone shall sit under their own vine, victory, and no one shall make them afraid. They'll be safe in the nation we've made. I want to sit under my own vine and victory,
last time. Though in reviewing the incidents of my administration, I am unconscious of intentional error, I am nevertheless too sensible of my defects not to think it probable that I may have committed many errors. I should also carry with me the hope that my country will view them with indulgence, and that after 45 years of my life dedicated to its service with an upright zeal, faults and incompetent abilities will be consigned to blame, as I myself must soon be to the mansions of rest. I anticipate with pleasing expectation that retreat in which I promised myself to realize the sweet enjoyment of partaking in the midst of my fellow citizens, the benign influence of good laws and a free government, the ever-favorite object of my heart, and the happy reward as I trust of our mutual cares, labors, and dangers. One last time.
George Washington's away now.
Teach them how to say goodbye.
George Washington's away
They say George Washington's yielding his power and stepping away. Is that true? I wasn't aware that was something a person could do. I'm perplexed. Are they going to keep on replacing whoever's in charge? If so, who's next? There's nobody else in their country who looks quite as large. What? John Adams. I know him. That can't be. That's that little guy who spoke to me all those years ago. What was it, 85? That poor man, they're going to eat him alive. Oceans rise, empires fall. Next to Washington, they all look small. All alone, watch them run. They will tear each other into pieces. Jesus Christ will be fun. Da, 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 good luck. Howdy, Hamilton, the short-tempered protean creator of the ghost. Gas and coke, destroying his reputation. Welcome, folks, to the Adams administration. Jefferson's the runner-up, which makes him the vice president. Washington can't help you now, no more Mr. Nice President. Adams fires Hamilton, privately calls him Creole bastard in his taunts. Hamilton publishes his response.
Sit down, John, you fat mother!
Hamilton's out of control. This is great. He's out of power. He holds no office and he just destroyed President John Adams, the only other significant member of his party.
Hamilton is a host unto himself. As long as he can hold a pen, he's a threat. Let's let him know what we know.
Mr. Vice President, Mr. Madison, Senator Byrd, what is this?
We have the check stubs from separate accounts.
Almost $1,000 paid in different amounts.
To Mr. James Reynolds way back in 1791.
Is that what you have? Are you done?
You are uniquely situated by virtue of your position.
Though virtue is not a word that applies to this situation.
Seek financial gain to stray from the sacred mission.
And the evidence suggests you engaged in speculation.
Immigrants embezzling our government funds.
I can almost see the headline, your career is
I
done.
hope you save some money for your daughter and sons.
You best one run back where you come from.
Ha! You don't even know what you're asking me to confess.
Unless,
You have nothing, I don't have to tell you anything at all. Unless if I can prove that I never broke the law, do you promise not to tell another soul what you saw?
No one else was in the room where it happened.
Is that a yes?
yes.
Dear sir, I hope this letter finds you in good health and in a prosperous enough position to put wealth in the pockets of people like me down on their luck. You see, that was my wife who you decided.
Wow.
Escorted me to bed, and when she had me in a corner, that's when Reynolds extorted me for resorting me. I paid him quarterly. I may have mortally wounded my prospects, but my papers are orderly. As you can see, I kept a record of every check in my checkered history. Check it again against consistency. I never spent a cent that wasn't mine. You sent the dogs after my scent. That's fine. Yes, I have reasons for shame, but I have not committed treason and sullied my good name. As you can see, I have done nothing to provoke legal action. All my answers to your satisfaction.
My God.
Let's go.
So,
The people won't know what we know.
how do I know you won't use this against me the next time we go toe to toe?
Alexander, rumors only grow, and we both know what we know.
There is quiet for just a moment. Yellow sky. When I was 17, a hurricane destroyed my town. I didn't drown. I couldn't seem to die. I wrote my way out. Wrote everything down far as I could see. I wrote my way out. I looked up and the town had its eyes on me. They passed and played around, and total strangers moved to kindness by my story. It's enough for me to put passage on a ship that was New York bound. I wrote my way out of hell, I wrote my way to revolution. I was louder than the crack in the bell. I wrote the lies of love letters until she fell. I wrote about the Constitution and defended it well. And in the face of ignorance and resistance, I wrote financial systems into
tempered.
Have you read this? Alexander Hamilton had a torrid affair, and he wrote it down right there. Right. The charge against me is a connection with one James Reynolds for purposes of improper speculation. My real crime is an amorous connection with his wife for a considerable time with his knowing consent. Damn! And I frequent meetings with her, most of them in my own house. It tells him and our children being absent on a visit to her father. No. Him gonna be president now. President. Let him gonna be president now. President. Let him gonna be president now. President. That's one less thing to worry about. It's one less thing to worry about.
I came as soon as I heard.
All the way from London. Damn.
Angelica, thank God someone who understands what I'm struggling here to do.
I'm not here for you. I know my sister like I know my own mind. You will never find anyone as trusting or as kind. I love my sister more than anything in this life. I will choose her happiness over mine every time. But when we had aside, I'm standing at her side. She's gonna be satisfied. I hope you're satisfied.
Let him gonna be president now. Let him gonna be president now. One less thing to worry about. One less thing to worry about. Let's go be president now. Let's go be president now. Let's go be president now. One less thing to worry about. Have you read this? You ever seen somebody ruin their own life? His poor wife.
I received every letter you wrote to me. From the moment I read them, I knew you were mine. You said you were mine. I thought you were mine. Do you know what Angelica said when we saw your first letter arrive? She said, "Be careful with that love. They will do what it takes to survive." And your words flooded my senses. Your sentences left me defenseless. You built me palaces out of paragraphs. You built cathedrals. I've been reading the letters you wrote to me. I'm searching and scanning for answers in every line, for some kind of love sign. And when you were mine, the world seemed to turn. You published the letters she wrote you. You told the whole world how you brought this girl into our bed. In clearing your name, you have ruined our lives. Do you know what Angelica said when she read what you'd done? She said, "Very Icarus is blown too close to the sun." You went toward words obsessed with your legacy. Your sentences were all senseless, and you were paranoid at every paragraph. How they perceive you. I'm erasing myself from the narrative. Let future historians wonder how Eliza reacted when you broke her heart. You have torn it all apart. I'm watching it burn. Watching it burn.
latest graduate at King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, but that got amazing astonished. The scholars say I got the same virtuosity and brains as my pops. The ladies say my brain's not with the resemblance stop. I'm only 19, but my mind is older. Gotta be my own man, like my father from Boulder. I shoulder his legacy with pride. I used to hear him say that someday I would lost all the way. Ladies, I'm looking for Mr. George Eaker. Made a speech last week. I'm a 4th of July speaker. He disparaged my father's legacy in front of a crowd. I can't have that. I'm making my father proud.
So just on Broadway, a couple of blocks. He was going to see a play.
I go visit his boss.
Now you're a fox.
Y'all look pretty good in your frocks. How about when I get back, we all strip down to our socks?
I didn't say anything that wasn't true. Your father's a scoundrel, and so it seems to you.
It's like that?
Yeah, I'm a fool. I'm a natural schoolboy.
Well, see you on the dueling ground. That is unless you want to step outside and go down.
I know where to find you. Piss off. I'm watching this show now.
Pops, if you had only heard the shit he said about you, I doubt you would have let it slide, and I was not about to.
Slow down.
I came to ask you for advice. This is my very first school. They don't exactly cover the subject in boarding school.
Did your friends attempt to negotiate a peace?
He refused to apologize. We have to let the peace talk.
Where is this happening?
Across the river in New Jersey.
Everything is legal in New Jersey. So this is what you're gonna do. Stand there like a man until Iko is in front of you. When the time comes, fire your weapon in the air. This will put an end to the whole affair.
But what if he decides to shoot? Then I'm alone.
No, you follow suit if he's truly a man of honor. To take someone's life, that is something you can't shake. Philip, your mother can't take another heartbreak. Father, promise me, you don't want this young man's blood on your conscience.
Hey, I promise.
Come back home when you're done. Take my guns. Be smart. Make me proud.
My name is Philip. I am a poet. And I'm a little nervous, but I can't show it. I'm sorry, I'm a Hamilton with pride. You talk about my father, I cannot let it slide. Mr. Eaker, how was the rest of your show?
I'd rather skip the pleasantries. Let's go. Grab your pistol.
Conspire with your men. The duel will commence after we count to 10. Count to 10. You're good in the eye and no higher. Summon all the courage you require. And slowly and clearly aim your gun towards the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Let's get him out!
Yes, but you have to understand. The bullet entered just above his hip and lodged
Can I see him, please?
I'm doing everything I can, but the wound was already infected when he arrived.
I know you did everything just right.
Even before we got to touch, I was aiming for the sky.
I know, spend the strength and stay alive.
Is he breathing? Is he going to survive it? Who's in this Alexander? Did you know?
I'm so sorry for
deep, it feels easier to just swim down. The Hamiltons move on town and learn to live with the unimaginable.
Spend hours in the garden. I walk alone to the store. And it's quiet uptown. I never liked the quiet before. Take the children to church on Sunday. The sign across the door. And I pray. That never used to happen before.
We see him in the street, walking by himself, talking to himself at peace.
You would like it uptown, it's quiet uptown.
He is working through the unimaginable.
Santa's on parade, he passes every day. They say he wants to leave the city.
You knock me out, I fall.
Can you imagine?
Look at where we are. Look at where we started. I know I don't deserve you allowance, but hear me out. That would be enough. If I could spare his life, if I could trade his life to mine, he'd be standing here right now, and you would smile, and that would be enough. Don't pretend to know the challenges we're facing. I know there's no replacing what we've lost, and you need time, but I'm not afraid. I know who I'm married. Just let me stay here by your side. That would be enough.
See him in the street, walking by his side, talking by his side at peace.
Nice, do you like it? Tell me it's quiet.
He's trying to do the unimaginable. Walking in the park, long after dark, taking in the sights of the city. They are trying to do the unimaginable. There are moments that the words don't reach. There's a grace too powerful to name. We push away what we can never understand. We push away the unimaginable. They are standing in the garden. Alexander by Eliza's side. She takes his hand. It's quiet uptown. Forgiveness. Can you imagine? Forgiveness. Can you imagine? See him in the street, walking by his side, walking by his side at peace. They are going through the unimaginable.
The election of 1800.
Can we get back to politics? Yo, every action has its equal opposite reaction. John Adams shat the bed. I love the guy, but he's in traction. Or Alexander Hamilton, he is missing in action. So now I'm facing Aaron Burr with his own faction.
He's very attractive in the North. New Yorkers like his chances.
He's not very forthcoming on any particular stances.
Ask him a question that glances off, he obfuscates, he dances.
And they say I'm a francophile. At least they know I know where France is.
Thomas, that's the problem. See, they see Burr as a less extreme. Meet to change course, a key endorsement might be you.
Who did you have in mind?
Don't laugh.
Who
Who is it? You used to work on the same staff.
Wow.
Nice to get Hamilton on your side.
It might be nice, it might be nice to get Hamilton on your side. Talk less, smile more. Don't let them know what you're against, know what you're for. Shake hands with him, charm her. It's 1800, ladies, tell your husbands, vote for her.
I don't like Adams.
Well, he's gonna lose. That's just a penis.
And Jefferson?
In love with France.
Yeah, he's so elitist.
I like the Aaron Burr.
I can't believe we're here with him.
He seems approachable.
Like you could grab a beer with him.
Dear Mr. Hamilton, your fellow veterans would like to know how you'll be voting.
It's quiet up.
Dear Mr. Hamilton, John Adams up his hand, a chance of voting.
It's quiet up.
Alexander.
Created quite a stir, sir.
I'm going door to door.
Openly campaigning.
Sure.
That's new.
Honestly, it's kind of draining. Sir.
Is there anything you wouldn't do?
No, I'm chasing what I want. And you know what?
What?
I learned that from you.
It's a time.
It's up to the delegates. It's up to Hamilton.
People are asking to be reminded for once. The country is facing a difficult choice. And if we're to ask me why promote, Jefferson has my vote. I never agreed with Jefferson once. We fought on like 75 fronts. When all is said and all is done, Jefferson has beliefs, Burr has none.
Well, I'll be damned. Well, I'll be damned.
Hamilton's on your side.
Well, I'll be damned. Well, I'll be damned. And
You won in the landslide.
Congrats on a race well run. I did give you a fight. I look forward to our partnership as your vice president.
oh, yeah, right. You hear this guy? Man openly campaigns against me. Talking about I look forward to our partnership.
It is crazy that the guy who comes in second gets to be vice president.
Ooh, you know what? We can change that. You know why?
Why?
Because I'm the president. When you see Hamilton, thank him for the endorsement.
I was Hamilton, an arrogant, immigrant, orphan, bastard, whore's son somehow endorsed Thomas Jefferson, his enemy, a man he's despised since the beginning, just to keep me from winning. I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens, the room where it happens. You kept me from the room where it happens for the last time. Dear Alexander, I am slow to anger, but I toe the line as I reckon with the effects of your life on mine. I look back on where I failed, and in every place I checked, the only common thread has been your disrespect. Now call me immoral, a dangerous disgrace. If you've got something to say, name a time and place, face to face. I have the honor to be your obedient servant, A.
Mr. Vice President, I am not the reason no one trusts you, no one knows what you believe. I will not equivocate on my opinion. I am always worn it on my sleeve. Even if I said what you think I said, you would need to cite a more specific grievance. Here's an itemized list of 30 years of disagreements.
Sweet Jesus.
Hey, I'm not a shy, I am just a guy in the public eye trying to do my best for our republic. I don't want to fight, but I won't apologize for doing what's right. I have the honor to
Careful how you proceed, good man. Intemperate indeed, good man. Answer for the accusations I lay at your feet, or prepare to bleed, good man.
Your grievance is legitimate. I stand by what I say, every bit of it. You stand only for yourself. It's what you do. I can't apologize because it's true.
Stand, Alexander. We all dawn, guns drawn.
You're on.
I have the honor to be your obedient servant. A doctor.
Said you're coming back to sleep.
I have an early meeting out of town.
It's still dark outside.
I know. I just need to write something to
Why do you write like you're running out of time? Come back to bed, that would be enough.
I'll be back before you know I'm gone.
Come back to sleep.
This meeting's at dawn.
Well, I'm going back to sleep.
Hey. Best of wives and best of women.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 10 things you need to know. We rode across the Hudson at dawn. My friend William P. Van Ness signed on as my number 2. Hamilton arrived with his crew. Nathaniel Pendleton, the doctor that he knew. I watched Hamilton examine the terrain. I wish I could tell you what was happening in his brain. This man has poisoned my political pursuits.
Most disputes die and no one shoots. Number 4.
Hamilton drew first position, looking to the world like a man on a mission. This is a soldier with a marksman's ability. The doctor turned around so he could have deniability.
5.
Now I didn't know this at the time, but we were near the same spot. Your son died, is that why? He examined his gun with such rigor. I watched as he methodically fiddled with the trigger.
7.
Confession time is what I got. My fellow soldiers will tell you I'm a terrible shot.
Number 8.
Last chance to negotiate. Send in your second, see you think and set the record straight. They won't teach you this in your classes, but look it up. Hamilton was wearing his glasses. Why? If not to take deadly aim, it's him or me. The world will never be the same. I had only one thought before the snort. This man will not make an orphan of my daughter.
Number 9.
Look him in the eyes and know higher. Summon all the courage you require. Then count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Number 10.
I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory. Is this where it gets me? On my feet, several feet ahead of me. I see it coming. Do I run or fire my gun or let it be? There is no beat, no melody. Burr, my first friend, my enemy, maybe the last face I ever see. If I throw away my shot, is this how you remember me? What if this bullet is my legacy? What is a legacy? It's planting seeds in a garden you never get to see. I wrote some notes at the beginning of the song. Someone will sing for me, America. You great unfinished symphony you sang for me. You let me make a difference. A place where even orphan immigrants can leave their fingerprints. I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time. Eyes up, eyes up. I catch a glimpse of the other side. Lawrence leads a soldier's chorus on the other side. My son is on the other side. He's with my mother on the other side. Washington is watching from the other side. Teach me how to say goodbye. Rise up, rise up, rise up, and rise up. My love, take your time. I'll see you on the other side. Raise a glass to freedom.
He aims his pistol at the sky.
The striking right between his ribs. I walk towards him, but I am ushered away. starts. I get a drink. I hear wailing in the streets. Somebody tells me you better hide. Say Angelica, Eliza were both at his side when he died. Death doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes. History obliterates. In every picture it paints me in all my mistakes. When Alexander aimed at the sky, he may have been the first one to die, but I'm the one who paid for it. I survived, but I paid for it. Now I'm the villain in your history. I was too young and blind to see. I should have known the world was wide enough for both Hamilton and me. The world was wide enough for both Hamilton and
tell you what I wish I'd known when I was young and dreamed of gold. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story?
President Jefferson. I'll give him this. His financial system is a work of genius. I couldn't undo it if I tried. And I tried.
Who dies, who tells your story?
President Madison. He took our country from bankruptcy to prosperity. I hate to admit it, but he doesn't get enough credit for all the credit that he gave us.
Who lives, who dies, who tells your story?
Every other founding father's story gets told. Every other founding father gets to grow old.
And when you're gone, who remembers your name? Who keeps your flame? Who tells your story? Who tells your story?
Another 50 years, it's not enough. I interview every soldier from by your side. I try to make sense of your thousands of pages of writings. You really do write, but you're running out of time. Ryan and Angelica, while she's alive, we tell your story. She's buried in Trinity Church near you. When I needed the most, she was right on time. You do if you had more time. The Lord has come, makes me what you always wanted. He gives me more time. I respond to DC for the Washington Monument.
Tells my story.
I speak out against slavery. You could have done so much more.